Alright, how about Shimmy Al-Shah, Barakathon? It's another, you know, Man Up Jacob exclusive. And really, you know, this video is gonna be mostly about this nigga, Rance the Adulterer. And what are some other names?
Ratchet Rance.
Ratchet Rance.
Rancid.
Rancid Rance. Is there any more? Get them out now.
Just take that noble off.
Yeah, take that noble off.
Take that noble off.
What's the name of? What was the name of this page? Rulership Mentality.
YouTube.com/rulership mentality.
You know, go ahead.
We had two. Weasel 23.
Now that is the name.
That's him.
Weasel,
WEZUL. I'm gonna put it up on screen. Weasel 23.
Instead of 23, you should put a capital X, 9 million. Weasel times 9 million.
Put a slash in front of that 20, in the middle of that 23.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, 2/3. Weasel.
Yeah.
No, how you tried to? No, I ain't gonna jump in. You got it.
There you go. Now this whole thing has been coming out, and then today you want to make a video trying to throw somebody else under the bus. Oh, he did something too. He did something. No, no. Ain't nobody concerned with that. What we concerned with is your adulterous ass. And we gonna get on your ass. Because that's a despicable, just disgusting act. And it's so avoidable. But you want to create a scenario and situation just so you can sleep with another man's woman. Go ahead, man.
It's bad to commit adultery, period. It's even worse when you do it against a brother. I cannot picture myself, any of these brothers in this camp, going to their woman and sleeping with them, like on some sneaky shit.
That's right.
Or period.
That's right.
You just can't do that.
That's right. Now we talk, me and the brother Rob Kadash right here, we live together.
That's right.
Now, I mean, we live together and we work together. And we have conversations about, you know, if it's a bride comes in the job or something like that. Yeah. If this brother spoke to her, tried to get at her, said some words to her, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's right.
Period, point blank.
But I know he would be that way. I know what type of man he is, and I know what he would expect from me in return if the shoe was on the other foot. But I would be that same way. Like that shit would be odd. That would be weird. And righteously so. Like,
and some brothers might say, well, I mean, if the brother just talked to the girl, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really, didn't go nowhere. Whatever, she wasn't feeling it. Okay, whatever, you walk away. Obviously, the man ain't carrying no feelings for her. But the whole thing is, that's my brother. When we live together, and even if we didn't live together, I don't want no odd feelings with us.
Right.
All that has to be positive. And a woman's energy, why would I let that come between the brotherhood and any kind of fellowship? Why would I do that?
Like it's like even in our situation, even with some of those examples, it would be okay to do, but it wouldn't be expedient to do. So you have to apply both. Okay, there's a green check mark. He didn't do this and that, but how would he feel if I'm bringing this girl that he was, trying to holler at by the crib where he lives, where we both live, and that's not gonna be awkward. Come on, man. Get out of here with that.
That's right. But you didn't even have a small inkling of that kind of mentality. That's a rulership mentality. You didn't have any kind of reverence for anybody but yourself. That's why you committed that act.
Yep. But it wasn't. But just let me say this real quick. But the scriptures say that that you're like laden with iniquity. So it's a ladle. So it's just poured on. It's caked on. In other words, you try to dig deeper and deeper, and there's more and more and more and more. So it's not just the adultery.
If I could say this, brothers, I mean, we kind-hearted people. So something that may have happened between me and you, or between you and him, or something like that, it may not have come out to all of Israel when it happened. But of course, when you find out that the man is actually a demon, of course all those things are going to come out.
Right out.
Of course it is. So you can't hold that against nobody. That okay, now you want to say something? Yeah, now nigga, yeah, we are saying something.
Because you didn't, if I can say this, you didn't repent. The situation that was laid out, you bucked up and defended yourself, and the proof is out there that you defended yourself because you got videos of that you're trying to justify and make an excuse for what you did.
There is no excuse for what you did. There is no excuse. There's nothing that you can say on any video that you make that will excuse your actions. And I know that you said that, but at the same time, that should have been the last words that you spoke.
Alright, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
It's Proverbs chapter 17, verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise.
And that's what you should have done. You should have held your peace. You should have had nothing to say. And if you did have something to say, you should have went to that man individually.
Right.
Although I doubt he would have even listened, or you could have even contacted him. You dug that bed, now you got to lie in it. You can't try to bring somebody down in there with you.
That's right.
That's all your whole thing is trying to bring somebody down with you. Well, if I'm getting kicked out, such and such, he need to get kicked out too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Speak on that.
Yeah, like we were just discussing earlier, like you get a bunch of crabs in a barrel. So you got one trying to reach up and escape about the barrel. There's another crab right there to grab him and drag him down. And then he'll try to escape. And that's how crabs do. That's the mentality of a crab. Just drags and don't let no other crab escape. That's you acting like a crab.
And that's the truth. You not acting like you are a crab ass nigga. You are an abomination.
Mm-hmm.
But he would see that, oh, you calling me a crip or something? Oh, is that what you? Yeah, like, come on, man. You still in that mindset. You never came out of that mindset. You never came out of that nigga mentality. The Lord never purged you completely of that pimp mentality, of that trying to get by.
And it wasn't just that pimping. Speak on that situation, because I wasn't there. And the brothers that he knows that should have been there weren't there. But he's hanging around, we was when we lived downtown.
Talking about
the weed certificate.
I was there.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna get into that.
Yep.
Now, we're at the apartment where J-Dog, the aforementioned J-Dog, another outcast of Israel, and Brother Sinalo. And so we're in the kitchen, and I don't know how the conversation starts off, but all of a sudden he pulls out a weed certificate, and he's showing this around. And then I think I look over into the den area, like at a Kalamad and Cardi's. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Because
why do you have a weed certificate?
He brought it to me too. He brought it to me too, kind of on some like, here, check out. And it's a certificate so he could legally get weed, because he was going back and forth to Cali. So they could do that over there. So it's a certificate basically so he can legally get purchase or receive marijuana. And so he brought it to me. He brought the brothers in. I know specifically he brought it to me on some like, here, check this out, on some sneaky shit. And not all the brothers were there when it happened. Especially the three head brothers in this camp. They weren't there. So that was like the brother in the head brother in the Cali camp, the Los Angeles camp, saying keep it on your mental Rolodex, like the elders say. That's part of that. Because we're kind of like, all right, brother, you got a weed certificate, whatever.
Yeah, like he's not going off, but that's hella not expedient.
Right.
And he knows, and we know that in this camp we don't get down like that.
Yeah.
We don't get down like that. And I'll just leave that where it is. But he know the situation.
Yep.
Never gonna get down like that, because we actually had counselors about that, to where the brother was asking about that, and what he did was he made it sound like the brothers in LA was just going off getting weed brownies and stuff like that. So what he did, he asked, is it expedient or not? So he was like, man, come on, man. I can't be doing that. I don't know if y'all remember that. We was over at Yashawama house.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He was like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, man, you right, man.
Mm.
And this whole ass nigga came out and said that he had one with a couple months later, bro.
Oh,
Wow.
we'll get to that. Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
I mean, like,
then a couple months. Slacky, I'm sorry.
no, you go ahead.
A couple months later, they went to Las Vegas, and this nigga eating weed brownies, man, and sending brothers home with weed brownies.
We gonna come to we gonna get
You know?
we gonna come to that. We gonna come to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's not like the shit is unlawful, but it's hell unexpedient. You know we don't condone that, and so you're making younger brothers or who are weaker in the faith to they could go off from that.
You're being a stumbling block.
If you're gonna do the shit discreetly. Why do I have to know that you have a weed certificate? Why does anybody have to know you have a weed certificate?
First of all,
Do it.
in Texas. If you in Texas, you don't even be doing that shit at all.
Well, there you go.
Because the shit is
More
illegal
so.
in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to be doing it in front of brothers and telling brothers it's okay. It's illegal. Alright, point blank period. Whether or not the scripture say you can do it or not, it ain't expedient, man.
That's right.
No?
Ultimately, that ain't even the real main part of this what we're going into, but it is part of
But
it.
it is an aspect.
But it is an aspect that has come up. Ultimately, we're just basically outing this nigga, putting all this shit out there in the open. Like he said, we weren't gonna necessarily. There wasn't like a point in time before this coming out we were just gonna air him out. At a certain point in time, he was a brother, or so seemed like a brother. So it was not like we were just gonna go put all this dirty laundry out there. But now that he's basically showed himself to be a demon, all this shit comes out. Every last bit comes out.
And if I could say this,
You
all
got-
those things that we're talking about within this camp were spoken of in councils. Were spoken of, so it wasn't a hidden situation.
Mm.
Now, every single person may not know all the aspects of it, but it was spoken of. So it wasn't like, okay, now I'm just saying something.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. So don't even try to make a video and try to come at nobody like that. Who you had? Were you reading?
I had.
And did you have something?
I don't know if somebody else was reading.
Yeah. You
I
finished.
was reading 17 to 28.
Oh, that's right. Okay, go ahead with that.
Proverbs 17 to 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is considered is counted wise.
If you would have just held your peace, everything moves on. You may have been looked at. It may have been you were gonna get that lashing. It would have just moved on. But you constantly got something to say. Where is the humility in the situation? Somebody that's seeking mercy definitely should be humble. Just look at this man wife. He connived the situation to sleep with another brother's wife.
Oh, can I say one thing?
Go ahead, brother.
The whole thing about him bringing up that scripture was it's Exodus or Deuteronomy about if a man put away his wife or whatever. I remember that coming out from him when he was here. That didn't just. I remember that coming out from him when he was here in Texas. I remember that situation, that scripture. We were going over that. And it was when he was here when that whole thing came out. So you never know if I don't believe that Los Angeles camp was out at that point in time, but you got to consider that was something on his mind from the get-go, from that point, and that was like at least 2 years ago.
Wow. So
I remember that. So now it comes out that he used the scripture to plot and scheme to sleep with a brother's wife in the camp. You know you wicked. You know it wasn't just no shit that just happened. You were sitting there scheming and plotting, just like the weasel you are. That's why your YouTube name is Weasel23. I remember you showed me the little nigga shit you got on there, little nigga videos and all that bullshit you got on there. I remember. I got a good memory. And that name fits you, not rulership mentality or ruling class mentality, however you want to say it. You are a weasel.
A ruler of the 2/3.
Yep.
You the king of the 2/3.
And doesn't
He the prince of the 2/3. Generally Ham's the king.
Yeah.
Generally one of the king.
Yep.
And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Why would you not shut your lips? Why would you not shut the hell up?
Mm.
Why would you not just come on? If you're gonna make a video, why would you not just bring out the word? Just stick with white man is the devil. America's going down.
Right.
Why not do that? If somebody said so, what? The brother may have not said something in the chronological order that was correct according to your standard. So what? You still committed adultery. So what?
Right.
What's the what? Why you even pointing that out? Talking about what did he say? The brother lying about saying his woman was in there with a shotgun.
No, he was lying. No, he was saying that the dude was lying. That he told her to do it.
Yeah.
But then he admitted to saying that she had it in her possession. Like she heard a commotion or something like that, and she went to the back to go get it or something like that.
Unless them brothers could see through the wall,
Yeah,
how would they know? How would
they
they know about somebody's in a back room with a shotgun?
Yeah.
And we ain't got to even go too much more in that situation.
Right. Can I read this for you? Go ahead. Because the last verse of that scripture you read said, "He that shutteth his lips is deemed a man of understanding." Now y'all had this scripture written down, but this is Proverbs 6:32. It says, "Whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding."
Lacketh complete understanding. Does not know the will of the Heavenly Father. Does not abide by the law, statutes, and commandments. Read that one more time.
Proverbs 6:32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding.
Lacketh understanding. Does not want to be saved. Does not want to make it on a chariot. Go ahead, brother.
You know the saying like they call somebody heartless. Right here, the precept in the 16:11 for when it says a lack of understanding, the precept says heart. So that's some heartless shit you did, sleeping with that dude's woman, and then trying to drag other brothers under the bus. You trying to drag Abu Shabal under the bus. We know him. That's like right. He's gonna say, "Yeah, go ahead and sleep with that man's woman. That's all right." Yeah, you got to be out of your goddamn mind.
I had a precept.
Go ahead.
Not only is this a precept to you trying to throw Abu Shabal under the bus and saying that the brothers would condone that type of act, but that you would do that type of act as well. This is Romans chapter 13, and I'll start at 10. This says, "Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law."
And so you don't love your brother. You didn't fulfill the law because the law says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." Therefore, you didn't love your brother. In fact, you hated your brother. And you know what that makes you? A murderer. According to the book of 1 John, you murdered your brother. You in the spirit, you murdered him. Because not only you did that, you slept, and then you slept with this woman. You try to drag other brothers down, and then you caused a bunch of strife between the brothers, or tried to.
Tried to make it seem like he was innocent at first. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But if I have a few scriptures.
Go ahead.
Real quick, I need to start up a couple of verses so I can name. It says, verse 8, "Owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this thou shalt not commit adultery."
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Of all the laws in the Bible, there's always those 10 that are mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of them. Thou shalt
That
not
was the
commit
first
adultery.
one that was mentioned.
Go ahead.
"Thou shalt not kill."
You murdered. Basically, you killed. You in the spirit. You're a murderer.
You killed that whole family structure. You killed that whole thing.
Right.
And in the process, you killed your family.
Right.
All because of what? some pussy that you could have just humbled yourself and dealt with the woman that you had and been cool with it. If you want to dig in the scriptures, dig and find that. Don't dig and try to justify committing adultery, or dig and try to find another brother's fault and bring it out. I didn't understand that would be adultery.
What do you mean?
Or dig and try to take the heat off yourself and put it on the woman.
And then she said the same thing.
Yeah.
How the hell adultery is simple. Ask yourself, am I with somebody? Am I married to somebody?
Yeah.
Well, then if I am, I can't sleep with, if this is coming from a woman's perspective, then I can't sleep with nobody else.
It's fucking easy to.
Got my voice getting high. You know? That's easy. How can you not understand it? You don't have to send questions to somebody else. Is this adultery? No. That's easy to understand within the scriptures. Go ahead, brother. Are you done?
He just really want to say you're okay with it.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's it.
I'm not condoning. Nigga, we know you a goddamn pimp. Gonna get into that shit too. Nigga, get one of your hoes, sleep with them. Fuck you gonna go sleep with a brother's wife for? I'll just sleep with one of them hoes you got on the track.
Las Vegas.
Nigga, you in Vegas, you got hoes on the track, but you gonna go and diesel your way and sleep with a brother's wife.
You can't say that situation is just put far away from you. Because when I came out there, what was that? Was that last year?
That was last year.
Last
No,
year?
that was probably 2 years.
2 years
I think
ago.
it was
Not this
2010.
last.
It was
Yeah.
2010.
3 years.
You was pimping in. You trying to come at me with the situation. You told me and J-Dog that she was a prostitute. And then you tell me she gonna go to work while we go to the club. Or some shit like that. And then you tell me you gonna hold her money. As if I don't understand that holding a prostitute's money equals a pimp.
Right, yeah, like Zakaria was just out, like he ain't just been out, like he's simple. You try to run that by him, like he ain't gonna pick that up.
Did I not tell y'all that when I was out there? Did I not call y'all and tell y'all that?
And it sounded just as crazy then as it does now.
And our actors were, wait a minute, that's some pimping shit.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, like, wait a minute, that's a pimp. Nigga.
You ain't supposed to go. Bitch ain't gonna go fuck a nigga and let you poke when no goddamn reason.
Hell.
That whoremonger shit, that's just as bad. Because being a whoremonger, you gonna end up committing adultery.
Yes.
How you gonna condone adultery?
Right.
Yeah.
Which is the same as committing.
Yep. Like I said, man, you ain't over here condoning that bullshit, but nigga, you went through, you had access to women outside of that brother's woman.
Not only
You had a woman.
You was supposed to be some kind of leader to those brothers. Well, you should have been a good example and just stuck with your woman.
Deacon should be blameless and ugly in one place. Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach.
Do this shit right now.
This is Sirach 32, 17. A sinful man will not be reproved, but finding an excuse according to his will.
And that's exactly what he did. Trying to find an excuse to justify it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then just going into how, he wanted to make videos and try to basically explain and try to justify wickedness. It's kind of another precept like that. This is Sirach 20 and 18. To slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with the tongue. So the fall of the wicked shall come speedily.
Mm-hmm. That slip with the tongue. Look at you now.
Instead of just shutting the fuck up,
Look at you now. Now you're getting rebuked at every angle, from every camp. Everybody wants to see your downfall.
Everybody's seeing your downfall.
I'm talking about
And
downfall.
that downfall that everybody's seeing, is an example of what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Because as hard as we getting on this dude for what he did, and rightfully so, it's brothers out there that struggle with committing adultery. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna have to make a choice. Are you gonna get with this woman, which is called wisdom, or is you gonna get with that other one? You know what I'm saying? And the whole point that we trying to make, if you really sincere You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, okay, well, I committed adultery and I was wrong. Okay, that should be the end of the conversation. But now, you going to getting scriptures, you going into the Greek, you going into the blue letter and doing all that to try to justify somebody else going out.
But you wasn't even going that hard before this whole adultery thing was out there.
Them videos is weeks old.
And if the Most High, if the Most High is going to have mercy on you, you know what I'm saying? You said it out your own mouth. May the Most High have mercy on you. Okay, well, if the Most High going to have, you think that when you was committing adultery in the dark, the Most High saw that, but he not going to see these dudes that so-called lying on you?
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. If he see committing adultery, he see lying. So you need to just sit and fall back, and let the Lord deal. Let the Spirit deal. You trying to dictate the Spirit now. When you try to get other brothers to get on your side and be like, yeah, I committed adultery and all that, but he lying. No, you got to work out your own salvation. Don't work. That's what I'm saying. Before them dudes even so-called lied on you, before they got the facts wrong, before you committed adultery, nigga.
Yep.
You fucking committed adultery.
That's right.
And if the punishment for committing adultery is to be put to death, you spiritually put yourself to death when you slept with that brother's woman, man. Now, it's up to the Most High and His Son if you're going to be forgiven or not. That's true. But that's what I'm saying. You're not going about it the right way. You trying to drag somebody down with you.
Right.
Talk about them brothers lying on you. But that's what I'm saying. How is it that you can come out with all these scriptures and go to the blue letter when you dead already? Dead men don't go to the blue letter.
Let me get this in the Greek.
You know what I'm saying?
Like before he laid down with that woman, he's like, hold on. Am I committing adultery? Let me go into the Hebrew or the Greek. Let me make sure. No, now all of a sudden you want to go to the Hebrew and the Greek and the lexicon. You know what I'm saying?
To try to justify, but that's what I'm saying. The judgment and what's going on right now wouldn't have came about if you wouldn't have did what you did. That's what I'm saying. You killed yourself.
Suicide.
You killed your damn self, man. And you trying to bring other people down with you, man. That's what I'm saying. You adding more fuel to the fire, and them was your words. You was talking about how them brothers was adding to the fire by lying, but that's what I'm saying. You adding fuel to the fire, but that's what you said it yourself. I'm not in a position to rebuke nobody.
Shut up, right?
Shut your ass up, man. That's what I'm saying. And the brothers told you that. The brothers told you, look, just because you ain't not, just because you out of the GMS don't mean you out the truth. You know what I'm saying? Your best bet was to just take your rebuke like a man, repent to the Most High because it's up to Him. Repent, don't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Did nobody say you couldn't watch the videos no more? Because there's only one place the truth is coming from. So just because you got kicked out the camp don't mean that you're not able to receive the word. But that's what I'm saying. You using the word for your advantage. That last video you just made had hustle all over it, bro. It had hustle all over it. And that shit ain't right. You should have just took it like a man, realized you did what you did, repent, and don't do it no more. And that's it. Ain't no making no more videos and rebuttals and all that shit. Shut up. The scriptures say a man that shut his mouth is considered wise.
That's right.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not what you're doing, so we can't consider you wise. You lack understanding. You lack understanding. That's why you committed adultery. The scriptures say any man that committed adultery, he don't have no understanding. But now, in response to, in defending yourself, now you want to get the understanding. Now you want to go to the Hebrew and go to the Greek and look this up and look that up. That's what I'm saying. Adultery ain't no need to look that up. Don't sleep with another brother's woman.
Yeah, it's the same in Greek and Hebrew and Latin,
Assyrian,
and Assyrian, and Laotian, whatever goddamn language you want to read.
ancient Sumerian.
It's the adultery in every language is the same.
It's cut and dry. It's cut and dry.
Yeah.
Trying to find loopholes and shit for the truth, man. Instead of doing what the fuck is right, nigga. There's no fucking rationalization for that shit. That's fucking unacceptable, man. This brother in the truth, man. That brother could have felt the truth behind that shit, man. And you want to be a fucking ambassador for us, man? You doing that whole ass shit? For your house shop? You doing that whole ass shit? Ain't no rationalizing that shit, nigga. You slept with another man's wife.
Reiterate on brother too. Not only just man, but
hoe ass nigga. I don't give a fuck if it was a 2/3. Right is right, man.
Yeah.
gonna sit up there and rationalize that old bullshit, man. Like you didn't know. I don't give a fuck if a brother held hands with a motherfucking ass. I ain't touching him, man.
That's right.
I ain't talking to him, man. You hear two conversations on the phone with one of the Akiam in here, or Brian. I ain't talking to him, man. It's simple. It's simple, man. You sit there and rationalize that old bullshit. You wicked, nigga. That's it. Like I say, that's it and that's all. You keep digging your hole or making these whole ass videos, or you can shut your ass up, man. Take your rebuke, nigga. That's it. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 6. I'm going to start at 27. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned?
Right.
Can wind go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burned?
That's right, man. Playing around with the Most High, man. Trying to find loopholes in this truth to fit your own lusts and desires, man. Your own wicked acts, man. Playing with the Most High. That's what you're doing, bro. Go ahead, man.
So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife,
Right.
whosoever touches her shall not be innocent.
That's right. You ain't innocent, man. And you ain't making nobody feel sorry for you come up with them lame ass videos, man. Don't nobody feel sorry for you, bro. You wrong, man. A blind man can see that. You wrong, man.
Don't they say this, brother?
Go ahead, man.
Like, at first, before it all started coming out, y'all going around making it seem like y'all innocent, like nothing ain't happening. And then, when the Lord revealed that you was committing that bullshit, then you want to come up with these excuses, now you want to bring other brothers down, man. Just sit back and be quiet. Man.
Right. That's right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The eyes of the Lord is on you, man. On all of us. We fear that. If you was really humble, a man of the Lord like you believe you are, then sit back and be quiet. The Lord is going to commit judgment no matter what.
Right.
Hey, can I say, where were these videos 1 and 2 and 3, however long ago the situation actually happened? Where are the videos before that? Where was your, can I get understanding, or I'm struggling with, where was your videos, or where was your phone call? Where was it before that?
Where was your diligence at, nigga?
Yeah, where was it?
Right.
You got all this diligence now, after the fact, and you want to show the world your diligence, but beforehand you was being hella sneaky.
Fur coat on.
Yeah, only reason.
Yeah.
Man.
Fur coat wearing that.
Only reason this man's showing diligence because you trying to make yourself look good in front of man, and not fearing the Most High.
Okay, that's what
I got it. I already got it for you.
Oh, you got it too?
Okay. I got
You're
it.
talking about Sirach
Sirach
23?
23.
Yeah.
Yep. Sirach 23 and 19. Such a man only fear the eyes of men.
See, that's what I'm saying. You fear the eyes of men.
No, wait,
That's why you. All right.
Read verse 17.
It's like, let me read up.
Go ahead.
Sirach 23 and 17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
Right.
He
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger, man. That's what I'm saying. That all bread being sweet to a whoremonger, meaning you got to tap everything in your reach.
That's right.
Even if it's a brother in the camp's woman, man. Mm-hmm. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger, man, and a whoremonger is a pimp.
Yep.
Go ahead.
He will not leave off till he die.
He gonna pimp till he die.
He died.
He gonna pimp till he die, and that's physically or spiritually.
He died.
Go ahead.
A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who see me?
Right, and that wedlock is actually talking about the marriage between Yahushua and us, and bringing us back, but it also going to being a whoremonger and a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I am compassed about with darkness.
I'm surrounded by darkness.
Go see.
That's all. It's too dark in here. The lights off, the curtains drawn. It's too dark in here for the Lord to see me. Go ahead.
The walls cover me,
Right.
and nobody see me.
Nobody but the Most High and them angels. That's what I'm saying. We didn't see you do it. We didn't have to see you do it. But the eyes of the Lord God is upon the sinful kingdom, man.
Jacob.
And them eyes is the angels, and the angels is recording everything that we do, good or bad.
Yep.
All of us.
All of us.
And the sooner you figure that shit out, the better off you'll be. You ain't gonna it ain't gonna have to be no videos with the whole congregation of Israel getting on your ass, man. Read.
What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
With the Most High remembering your sins right now. That's why you've been getting cursed out for the past 3 weeks. You thought the Most High didn't see you, but he did, man. That's what I'm saying. And that's an example for all the brothers that's coming in and that's been in this thing, man. You ain't gonna get away with shit. You ain't gonna get away with shit, man.
And just because we didn't find out about it, or the elders in New York didn't find out about it, that don't mean you got away with it.
Right.
Your judgment is coming. That goes for me and everybody else who is in the truth.
Right. And when you go and look up all those scriptures trying to justify what you did, man, you turning the truth into a lie. That's blaspheming, man. You can't do that, man. That's what I'm saying. When you fuck up, don't nobody get cursed out for no reason, man.
Right.
Ain't nobody never got cursed out for nothing. And if you do curse somebody out for nothing, you going off, man.
That's right. If I could say this, when the story was first told to me, it was told, Rance is out of the camp. And I was, obviously I wanted to know why. So I asked the brother, I said, what happened? Why? And he said, adultery. And that was it. Now, I know that the brothers in my camp have good judgment. I've seen it time and time again.
Right.
So I know it wasn't something where the brother went to a club, smashed a woman, and then later found out. I know it wasn't like that.
Right.
So I knew it had to be just a disgusting, blatant act of adultery.
Right. Right.
Long before.
He knew both of them, man.
That's right. Well, you can't get caught up just because you like a brother. You know what I'm saying? Just because you like him don't mean he right. That's why a couple of weeks ago when we was going into it, talking about how if somebody getting cursed out, don't fucking stand up for that dude, man. Because he not getting cursed out for nothing. Even the Lord Yahweh Shah said out his own mouth, look, why does that call me good? Ain't number one good, and that's the Father. Yahweh Shah said that. He was the only person to walk this earth perfectly, in perfection. And he even said that he wasn't good. So how you gonna defend a nigga that's fucking committing adultery? If somebody getting cursed out, you let his fucking ass get cursed out. Stop trying to protect motherfuckers, man. If you wrong, you wrong. Period, point blank. Just because you like him, bro. All of us like that dude, man. All of us did.
We like these laws, statutes, and commandments more.
You damn right. You damn right. When it comes to the bro, just imagine how the elders had. Just imagine how the elders felt when they seen Elder Ariel go off. Even though they knew the scripture, that's what I'm saying. When you see something like that, you're gonna feel a certain way, but it still don't outweigh this truth. It still don't outweigh the truth. The truth is gonna speak, and it's not gonna lie, no matter who the person is that is under the gun, so to speak. All you had to do was be quiet, man. That's all you had to do. It ain't up to us whether or not you make it or not, but it's our jobs to get on your ass, man. We can't not say nothing. Everything that happens is for a reason, man. Brothers who struggle with that, you might have been the example for that. We don't know.
Yep.
But it's all over Israel now. It's all over Israel now. And you thought it was too dark in here, I had the lights off. You know what I'm saying? I was blindfolded. I couldn't see shit. They couldn't see shit. Wasn't nobody in the room but me and her. But the Most High eyes is 10 times brighter than the sun. So you can't just turn the light off, man.
That's right. 10,000 times.
And now you know. Now you know.
If you wanted the understanding, now you got it.
Now you got it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the hell on.
Let me say this, but
you got Proverbs 20.
just man up. Take them lumps, man. Man up. Because with the Most High got prepared for you, what we saying is PG-13, man.
Yeah.
We don't know what kind of judgment the Lord got ready for you, man. Just man up and take it. That's all you can do right now.
That's all you can do.
Sit back, chill out. Because your videos is not, we not emotional wicked niggas, man. That's bullshit.
That's right.
Be a man. You fucked up, deal with it.
Right.
You know?
Robert Dash got some.
Yeah.
Robert Dash
That's got some over here.
This is Sirach 6:1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy, for thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach. Even so shall a sinner that hath a double tongue.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And you got a double tongue. Shalom, brother. I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? But them same brothers that you talking about you love, you trying to drag them down with you because you fucked up.
That's right. Start at the top on that point, brother.
Yep. Sirach 6:1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
Become not an enemy, man.
And instead of being a friend and just taking your lumps like you should have done, you try to grab another brother. You try to grab Amashamba'ala and bring him in to your situation, to try to use him to try to validate adultery.
You did it twice.
Now, what type of nigga is that?
Nigga, where was your friendship before you slept with this man's wife?
Yeah, man.
Where can you be a friend then? All this shalom and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat coming from you. Why can you be a friend and not sleep with his wife? You walk your ass up the strip somewhere and grab another woman. You live in Sin City, and it's funny that you live in Sin City.
You chose to live.
You chose to live in Sin City.
And you're a pimp.
And you're a pimp. And an adulterer.
You drug all your possessions halfway across the country to live in Sin City.
You had this man help you.
You drug your whole life. You rooted everything up to take everything and move to Sin City. And there you sit,
Yeah.
wallowing with sin laden all over you.
You J-Dog, that crab, the only righteous brother that was there, and a pit bull, whatever you had in the goddamn U-Haul, driving all the way across the goddamn country to Vegas.
And I'm not saying my righteousness just like everybody else. My righteousness is as a filthy rag. But it was funny that the one brother that was trying to abide by the scriptures and live life the way that you're supposed to live, no matter where you go.
Speak on that.
You're supposed to live within these scriptures. It don't matter if you're in Sin City at the Palms Hotel, on the top deck with the see-through floor. It don't matter. You still stay within the scriptures. Because them bitches ain't going to save nobody. Them bitches ain't going to do nothing but have you just like Rance the Adulterer is.
Ratchet.
Rancid Rance.
And tell them how they're acting too. You just trying to chill out and have a good time and be reasonable within the script. And they looking at the brother like he's some kind of sucker.
That's the whole time. The whole time I was with y'all there. Y'all acting as though I was just the third wheel that was just holding back the train of, seduction.
Revelry.
We trying to be wicked and he fucking it up.
But I wasn't fucking it up. These brothers around me. I go to the club with y'all. We're chilling. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying myself in the way that I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But I never make somebody else. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, brother, come sit with me.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, sit right here with
Bring
me.
your ass over here.
No, I'm chilling. I got my drink. I'm just chilling. Everybody enjoy themselves. But I'm up there. They trying to pressure me into talking to some. So I go, okay, I'll play along with it. But then when I get up there, it's just complete simple bullshit. And I said, man, you know what? I'm not. Y'all got it.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean it in no way like fuck y'all. I was just like, y'all got it, man. Party hardy.
Yeah. I'm
I'm gonna go home and go to sleep.
rightfully so.
But both of them niggas was coming at me damn near like they wanted to fight. J-Dog, if I would have bit into it, we probably would have got into a fight. Coming to me like, why am I acting a certain way?
Nigga, it's a wicked nigga.
Both them niggas. 2 peas in a pod.
Like I was saying yesterday, it got so bad fucking around with them niggas that I had to leave. And I had to make up a lie to go leave. Just so I could have peace within myself. We partying at the same place. I think it was the Palms.
Yeah.
DJ Jazzy Jeff, the whole 9. It's going down.
Man.
This nigga throws $7 in the air. And everybody that's standing around is looking like, what are y'all doing?
Get the shit off me.
What are y'all doing? Why are y'all acting so simple? We got suit jackets on. And I said to myself, man, I'm not with this, man.
Yeah. If I can say this real quick about that point, it wasn't that you guys didn't feel disgusted. It was that this brother and everybody else felt disgusted. And you two were the only fucking people that like were fucking enjoying themselves, throwing $6 in the air. And doing God knows whatever else. It's like in the truth, you should be more, you know what I'm saying, like cleansed. You should be more like straightforward. You should be more like, okay, you know, I'm fly right, straight up fly right.
That's if you in the truth.
It's if you in the truth.
Spirit of the Lord.
And they were never in the truth from the get-go. And the scriptures bear witness to that.
It was so bad that I had to lie to y'all. Just so I could get away from y'all. Just so you wouldn't try to follow me.
I saw it on his
Give me 1
face.
second.
I saw it on his face when he came, because he came back. When he came back in town, he came through with me and the brother Bishop Olive. I met him downtown. I could see it on his face. He was like, glad as hell to be home.
I was glad I was back and I was around the men that are of understanding that stay within the scriptures. That's what I needed. Because out there, it was not happening. I was alone. I was by myself. The nigga took off running when the cops pulled up.
Speak up, not old situation.
The nigga took off running. I was alone in a town that I know nothing about.
But he's supposed to be a ride or die soldier in the truth. But he ran from the cops on this brother.
At the very least, a friend. I did just drive y'all all the way across the country, and I damn near drove 80% of the trip.
They didn't want to cough on no gas money.
And Jake was acting funny with the gas money.
Yeah.
And we in middle of nowhere, midnight, driving a U-Haul, 3 niggas in there, and they want to get a 6-pack of beer.
Yeah. Come on.
Boy.
Stop it. Stop it.
Go ahead.
And I wanted to add that apparently early in the night he was saying something to the effect of, look, you know, you some mean streets, you know, I got you, you know, I'm gonna watch you or whatever.
Yeah. These some mean streets because your ass is on them.
But then you run.
Because your ass is on them. That's why it's mean streets, because it's niggas like you.
It's you do that, but then you run. Like how does that make sense? How can you make that make sense?
And where does that leave me? With the centurion, where does that leave me? It was by the grace of the Most High, the Wadi Bashim Yahushua, that he didn't take me to jail. Because he should have. He look and see 2 people, then all of a sudden, obviously the other one took off running. So it's obvious that these niggas ain't right.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, you fucking weasel.
Yeah.
That's right there, man. Get into the weed brand.
We don't get into that.
You get in, man. We got no choice but to get into it.
Yeah.
You know? Did you want to go ahead and bring out what you got?
Yeah,
I got something. Sirach 1, 29. Be not an hypocrite in front in the sight of man, and take good heed.
And that's what you were. You're a hypocrite. You were going out on the streets of Las Vegas trying to condemn, saying you're 2/3 and you're the devil. You was being a hypocrite. Because you would tell those, if you were standing out there on that corner and a nigga walked up and said, what is adultery? I don't know what it is. And he's laid out that same scenario that you was in, you would tell the dude not to do that. And you know that.
Yep.
Go ahead, man.
And take good heed without
Now,
speaking.
how would it be if you stand there? Well, you know what? I really don't know. I don't know. How would that look
You just got confirmed.
on adultery?
Wow.
Not on Daniel 7 or 8, but
Yeah.
on thou shalt not commit adultery.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like this could be someone who, you know what I'm saying, who could come into the truth, who's one of the elect. But then you turn away, he's like, no, I don't want to. If you like that, I ain't trying to fuck with that. I don't know what program y'all got going on. So then you turn away, you know what I'm saying, a possible, you know, one of the
Well, yeah, if he's one of the elect, then he ain't gonna be
Shutting up the
deceived.
kingdom.
Yeah, you shutting up. I see what you're saying. You shutting up the kingdom, because, like we said earlier, he's gonna be a stumbling block to whomever he needs to be a stumbling block to. Scripture says, "Woe be to the world because of offenses, but woe be to that man by whom the offense come."
Right.
So if you are the one that's setting up that offense or that stumbling block,
That's
you still gonna get judged. It don't matter if they was already slated to be destroyed or if they were already set up to be a 2/3.
Right, because
If
you
you
don't
were
know
the
that.
one, yeah, con, we don't, none of us know. But if you were the one that was basically putting out those offenses or carrying out those wicked acts, guess what? You still gonna be held accountable.
That's right.
that's your ass, man. You know what, nigga? That's your ass. You know, we have our mistakes. We're not saying, nobody is saying that they're Yahweh Shai. Nobody's saying that, you know, our righteousness or just, like we're just doves or something like that. We just don't. We're white, you know. Like we just got it made. We got a spot on the cherry. But no, nigga, you out of there. And you wait on that. You ain't gonna have a sure seat on the chariot, but you gonna have a sure seat for the missiles, though. You can wait on the missiles, though.
Let the Lord, you know, work His work.
Yeah. So, like, you know,
You know, let the Lord do what He has to do.
kind.
We understand, you know, that the Lord
Maybe
has
the Lord,
the
you know.
end say in everything.
The Lord gonna have mercy on you. Yeah, Salaki on that. If the Lord gonna have mercy on you, you know, may Him have mercy on you. But man, that's crazy, man. That's insane.
Sirach 1:29. Be not an hypocrite in the sight of man, and take good heed what thou speakest.
Take good heed what you speak. You knew what adultery was. You should have took heed to it. You should have ran away from it. You should have got down on your knees and gave thanks that you could get away from it. The Lord delivered you from it, but no, you wanted to feel your whoremongering lust and have every bitch in the country liking you.
Right.
Bitch ass pimp.
Yeah. Low self-esteem ass nigga, man.
Sorry ass nigga.
And the scriptures say that flee from sin as from the face of a lion. You know, you're supposed to run away from that, not run to it. But you did. Okay, man up. Take it. Take your lumps.
You know
Shut
what?
up.
It's too late for you now.
It's
More
too
than likely,
late
it's
now.
too late for you now, nigga. All this shit you talking, all the videos you making, and all the excuses you coming up with. More than likely, it's too late for you now. You a pimp. You a pimp. And from what I've heard, you broke down and said yourself, I'm a pimp and I'm a murderer. What's left for me now?
I got more.
No, what's
Well,
left
we
for
have
you.
an answer as
We
to
got an
what's
answer.
left for you.
You see it, if you're watching the video, you can see it on the screen right now. That's the
I was
answer.
thinking that.
That fire.
That's recent.
This
I
is
got one on this right here.
oh, okay. Real quick, this is Sirach 6:2. Extol not thyself in the counsel of thy own heart, that thy soul be not torn in pieces as a bull straying alone. Thou shalt eat up thy leaves and lose thy fruit, and leave thyself as a dry tree.
And you got high-minded, basically, within the whole, all these excuses and all the stuff that you're coming up with. You basically got high-minded, and you like, well, I'm right. There's no possible way I could be wrong in what I'm doing. I didn't know what adultery was, which sounds stupid as hell. But I didn't know what adultery was. I was taken. No, these brothers gonna understand me. Oh, go get the scripture. That's what it is. Wait a minute, it's adultery. Go get the scriptures. Go get the woman. Go get the husband. Go get them. Instead of what King David did. Not everybody's King David. There's only one King David walking around, or that walked around. So not everybody's granted that mercy that he got.
Right.
But you, in your mind, basically think, oh, you know what? I'm Malak. I'll do whatever I want. Nah, go get the brothers. We gonna hash this out instead of confessing that you were wrong.
But you know what? You know what, nigga? King David, King David did what he did, but he didn't take it any further than that. He didn't go hard like you are now. Say something, say something about that. He didn't, it's just like, like you take it to the max. You go hard in your wickedness. King David, he did what he did, and the Lord forgave him for that. The Lord had mercy on him for that.
But it was because he was humble.
It's because he was humble.
You ain't being humble. You ain't showing yourself. You don't have no inkling of humility. David was humble, and he actually felt sorry.
And Psalm 51 is a proof of that.
Yep. And wait, guess what? David premeditated going to do. He saw her. He said, "What? I want to sleep with her." Bathsheba. He sent somebody to go get her, brought her up to his palace, and he slept with her. He thought about it, and he did it. It wasn't just no spur of the moment thing. So you look at it like that. It's they're both situations. Rance, you thought about it in the scriptures. David thought about it. But guess what? David actually felt some type of way about it when he got confronted by Nathan. He humbled down. You, on the other hand, bucked up and got proud.
King David didn't go get some other Israelite in the kingdom and say, well, he did it too.
Right.
Nathan, you didn't say nothing to him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You didn't say nothing to him or her.
That's right.
He didn't do that. He took it.
Man.
Sirach 1:30. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and being dishonored upon thy soul, and so the Most High discover thy secrets.
From the top of there. Exalt not yourself. You exalted yourself. You in your mind think that you are the cutest nigga in the world and you can get any bitch, and everybody around you ain't on that level. That's how a nigga like you think. But a righteous man could care less about a broad and anything that she's doing. These broads it ain't nothing to get a woman. It ain't nothing to get a woman. And it wouldn't surprise me if a nigga comes over there and takes your woman and runs off with your family.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised one bit.
What you saw.
These women ain't nothing. They go with whatever's hot and what's smoking.
Right. Yeah.
They ain't nobody. So and that's why brothers don't even care like that when you go to a club. If you go home alone, don't nobody care. Remember we was talking in the car. I said, man, when I leave this club or when I leave a bar or something like that, sometimes if I go home, you know what I'm saying?
You glad
I feel like I escaped.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like I got away. I maneuvered out of there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my spirit. I don't go out like that. Other brothers do. So that's how I feel. I mean, I can't put that on nobody else. But you ain't shit. You ain't cute. You ain't got it. You ain't that dude. You just out there doing shit that a righteous man don't want to do. And will stay away from that type of behavior. And because you think you succeeding in that behavior, you you the king. Oh, I'm King Solomon because I got 1,000 women.
You a pimp.
You a pimp.
That ain't being said as a compliment.
And a prostitute, the mindset of a prostitute, nobody wants that woman. Nobody wants to be around a woman like that that's just smoking rod all day. Nobody wants to be. Who wants a woman like that? Who wants a woman that will subject herself to that type of smoke the rod, get the money, and then go sit back down in the casino?
Go give it to the pimp.
Give it to Rance the Adulterer. Get the money to him, and then go sit back down, ready to go again.
Hey, you know what? That would make him and J-Dog 2 peas in a pod because nigga J-Dog fell in love with that bitch.
Yeah, we had a council on this.
Yeah, we had a council. That's when that came up in that council. Nigga calling and texting her. This is a whore way out in Las Vegas. Your black ass in Dallas, Texas.
Sprung.
Ain't got a dollar to your name. No, you can't go back out to Las Vegas.
No.
Well, it was one of the brothers. I don't know if it was LA King. I don't want to go off and say that. Had dealt with him.
Or they wanted to deal with her.
He got mad.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's, I'm not sure, so I'm saying this lightly. It seemed as though Rance was trying to put her off on another man when it was none of his business in the first place.
Yeah.
That's between J-Dog and the prostitute.
Pimp, boy. Ooh, it's a whoremonger.
Crazy saying it, right?
Man,
Oh,
that's
crazy.
21. Shit right there.
Yeah, finish that.
Yeah, finish that.
Yeah, finish that.
Some of this shit.
Sirach 1 and 30. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor.
And you fell hard. Because you exalted yourself, you fell hard. And look at you. We could have been doing this sit down on so many other things.
Yeah.
But look
so
at
many
us.
other people.
Camp yesterday. The brothers in Cali. They could have brought out something else. But look what they're talking about. Go ahead.
And bring dishonor upon thy soul, and so the Most High discover thy secrets, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Most High, but thy heart is full of deceit.
Full of deceit. You didn't sleep with the woman and humble yourself. You tried to deceive the whole congregation. But the Lord saw right through that. The Lord allowed us to see right through that. Go ahead. Proverbs 29.
Proverbs 21 and 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding.
And you wandered out of the way of understanding.
Chasing some ass.
Chasing some ass. Trying to get some more pussy. When you should have just settled with what you had.
Yeah, 20 years.
When you should have just settled, be content with what you have. Is what you should have said to yourself. You know what? Even though I may feel like I'm not wrong for doing this, I'm going to chill. I'm going to sit back. So people don't even try to go hard on me. So everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everything will be cool. But no, you wanted to fill your belly. You wanted to be rancid Rance. Ratchet Rance. Rancid Rance. Rance the Adulterer. Weasel 23. Go ahead.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Remain in the congregation of the dead. That scripture saying you ain't coming back. You ain't getting back in the fold. You ain't getting back in the fold. You ain't going to have GMS in front of your name. That time is over. What's going to happen to you? That's on the Lord.
Keep the elders out your mouth. You go say it, I want to give double honors. No, there ain't no honor in you. So you ain't got nothing to give.
If you wanted to give double honors, you should have not slept with that woman.
Gotta reiterate that. Because you knew that man. You knew that woman. You knew that woman through that man. You know he dealt with her. And you knew the situation too. So your whole ass gonna manipulate those situations so you can pop her. You have plenty of women. How? In your time. You want to sit up here and read 1 Corinthians 6 and 12 talking about being expedient. How the fuck can you rationalize that being expedient, man?
Go get a prostitute, nigga.
Also, like I said earlier, man, the punishment for committing adultery is death. You committed adultery. You killed yourself. You committed spiritual suicide when you did that, man. And after you dead, everything that come after that don't matter. So all these videos you making, all these blue letters that you going to, and looking up all these words after you committed adultery, the scripture said if you commit adultery, you don't understand the scriptures. So now all of a sudden, you going to say, you said out your own mouth, yeah, I committed adultery. Yeah, what I did was fucked up. But, nah, ain't no but. That's what I'm saying. You died when you committed adultery. So everything that you could, the nation ain't hearing you, man. The nation ain't hearing you. You trying to drag other people down with you when you already dead. That's what I'm saying. Dead men don't have company like that, man.
Those videos you make should be very short. If you're going to refer to that situation, it should be very, very short. I committed adultery. May the Lord have mercy on my soul.
Shalom. Period. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
20 minutes talking about not to be a talebearer, but you being a talebearer the whole time.
That's right.
You being a talebearer the whole time, telling all the congregation about some business that was handled before.
Right.
We didn't need to know about that.
Trying to pass the buck.
And we ain't gonna, that situation is being dealt with by where it needs to be dealt with or not. It has nothing to do with all of Israel.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
And, I was just gonna say this real quick. And he said in the video, I believe, I'm not trying to hold a counsel about this other brother. I'm not trying to confound this other brother, but that's what he was doing throughout the whole video. He was trying to bring out scriptures about slander and look up the words and do all this. But if that's not what you're trying to do, then why do it? Because that's
Just
exactly what you were doing.
Just be quiet.
Just go into the white man is the devil. America will be destroyed.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 20, verse 5. There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much babbling
That's a
becometh
perfect
hateful.
precept to Proverbs 17 and 28.
Read that again.
Sirach 20 and 5. There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise.
That's one that keep it silent and is found wise. You don't have plenty of brothers. You don't have plenty of brothers that might have misquoted the scripture or went off in a description or the breakdown. But that's what I'm saying. When they realized that they slipped up, they was like, oh, okay, well, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. You know what I'm saying? And then they go with the correct breakdown.
Sirach 19. Admonish your friend.
Happened with that brother. Who's his name? Carl, I believe, in
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can take the rebuke, if you can take the chastening of the Most High, that means He dealing with you. But it's obvious that you can't take it. You fucked up. You fucked up.
That's right.
Read.
And another by much babbling becometh hateful.
And another, that's what I'm saying. You talking all that shit. You talking all that shit. That's what I'm saying. You the one that committed adultery and slept with a brother in the camp's wife.
Yeah, man.
And now that somebody say something to you about it, you gonna find all these scriptures to try to make it look like they tripped. No, man. No. That ain't how this thing work, man. When you get rebuked for going off, you repent, don't do it no more, and thank the Most High for having mercy to even have a brother to let you know that you was fucking up. Because if this would never came out, you'd have done it again.
Those videos when it came out, you know,
You sorry because you got caught, man.
Yep.
You sorry because you got caught. And that's the truth of the matter, man. We ain't, bro, the scriptures say what they say, and you gotta have the understanding of the scriptures, but that's what I'm saying. We not tripping. It ain't us, it's you. You was wrong. God damn. Take it like a fucking man.
fucking
Man up.
You don't want to be in darkness by yourself, but you bring by yourself when you're doing that wickedness, man. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Yeah, that's right.
Like he just said, you're a coward. You're a coward. You slept with the man's wife behind his back. And then you got armed up when the brother. You got loaded up and armed up when the brothers came over to confront you on it. You're supposed to be Rance Noble, as your name is. You're supposed to be Rance. You're supposed to be this big hard thug. If they're coming over to get carnal, why don't you just get man up and go out like a man? If that was what it was going to be, you could have somebody load up a shotgun.
No, that's what the last video was about. That's what the brothers was bearing false witness on.
Yeah,
my bitch was in the back. She heard the commotion and she loaded the gun up, but I didn't tell her to. So that's why he going into Exodus and Deuteronomy and all these scriptures saying that these brothers is lying.
But the brothers knew about it. Like the brother Barack. I could set somebody loading a shotgun.
Yadaka, go get that scripture you got earlier. Where when you talking about they lying on me.
I'm still here.
Go get it. Get it right now.
It's like the brother Barack was one of the brothers out there like, man, you know what? Something tells me.
Spidey sense.
Specific. Yeah, my spidey sense is going. I think somebody's loading a shotgun up in this room. And I think she's back there in that room right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she.
You didn't tell her to do that. Somehow it went from you not telling her to do that to them.
Why did you stop her?
Nigga, why did you stop her?
Why did you tell her, man, put that up?
But you didn't know. Boy,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You saying that they lying on you.
Please.
You saying that they lying on you. Read what you got, Yadaka.
Too old for that shit.
Come on, son. The Most High set it up that way, even if the
Right.
brother did lie.
Right, just to prove a point. Go ahead.
Right. This is Proverbs 17:11. An evil man seeketh only rebellion.
Right.
Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him.
A cruel messenger shall be sent against him. So that's what I'm saying. Even if somebody is lying on you, the Most High set it up like that to prove a point.
That's right.
To prove a point. That's what I'm saying. But the point was already proven when you committed adultery that you ain't right. So just to put the stamp on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying you ain't exempt from the Most High creating the spirit just to get your ass out of there.
That's right.
Yep. Just be quiet, man. Just fucking be quiet. That's all you gotta do. Just cause you get kicked out the camp don't mean that you get kicked out the truth. All you had to do was take your rebuke like a man and keep pushing the word out.
Right.
And the brothers that you threw under the bus was the ones that told you that. And you still came out and made these videos, man.
Right.
It's you. Scripture say work out your own salvation, man. You're gonna have to work out your own salvation, man. Just because you want to drag people down with you or try to drag people down with you don't mean that you're going to... Bro, all of us going to die alone. All of us they're slated to die. That's what I'm saying. If that's your lot, that's your lot. I can't be like, I went to camp Tuesday, I went to camp Saturday, and I did a sit down. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, he committed adultery too. Most I ain't dealing with that, man. He ain't dealing with all that. You can't convince the Most High to change His word. So just take it like a man, shut the fuck up, and keep it pushing. But that's what I'm saying. You done dug this hole so deep, man. Hey.
Yeah. I got a good precept. Do you have anything left?
No, I had another one. You go ahead.
Okay, read it real quick. This is Sirach chapter 8, and I'll start at 9. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth. Kindle not the coals of a sinner, lest thou be burned with the flame of his fire.
That's what you did. You kindled up the coals of a sinner. When you slept with that, when you contemplated in your mind, I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy, so I can get somebody on my so I can have an alibi.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, ally.
An ally.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go and set up this
real quick. If there is anybody that's around that dude and you still hanging around that dude, reading the scriptures, you going off.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from that guy.
You going off. If you can't get to another camp, then do like that scumbag niggas doing. Make videos on your own.
Do what you gotta do.
With the blue letter in the back.
Leave that nigga alone. Nigga sleep with your woman. Go ahead. Sorry.
It says, rise not up in anger at the presence of an injurious person, lest he lie in wait to entrap thee in thy words.
You read the top, that verse.
Yeah, it says, kindle, the very top?
Yeah, like Kindle, where you just about to read.
Okay, kindle not the coals of a sinner, lest thou be burned with the flame of his fire.
That's exactly what you did. You created this elaborate scheme. You tried to use the scriptures to your advantage. And then you set up the whole situation where you could get a brother's wife and then later. You did that, man. So you kindled the coals of the fire, the fire of a sinner. You kindled the fire of a sinner. So guess what? You got more fire coming. It's right there on the screen. Thermonuclear fire. You started it. Big excuse making. You 32, 33 years old talking about you don't know what adultery is. You know what adultery is without even looking in the Bible.
You used to be sitting over there at the house talking about the 30 and up club.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I don't give a shit about no 30 and up club. It's the brotherhood.
Yo, man, y'all remember that shit.
Man.
I showed you.
Y'all remember that shit?
I remember that. He
Lame
sure
ass
did
shit,
say
man.
that. You sorry ass nigga.
It's the brotherhood, man.
Yeah.
And even if it was a 30 and up club, nobody in that club is sleeping with other brothers' wives.
Yeah. You sorry. You sorry, despicable, disgusting, you
Douchebag.
abominable douchebag, piece of shit. You a real piece of shit. Come. You just that at the end of the day, no matter what you say or do from here on out, you are known as a piece of shit. Pimp, you're an adulterer, goddamn, you're a pothead because you try to bring that shit to us too. You're a spiritual murderer. Nigga, you little. Nigga getting on your weight, you little ass. Niggas getting on your weight. You sorry. Now just take your ass on and go to sleep. Just lay down, go to sleep, wait for the message to come. Ultimately.
Don't address nothing.
Yeah.
That's for your benefit. Don't address nothing. If you feel like every word that I said was a lie, don't say nothing. Let me just wallow in my disgust, and the Lord will catch up to me. You ain't got to rebuttal and rebuke nothing I'm saying. You still committed adultery.
Now, you can refer Rance, Rancid, Ratchet Rance, Weasel 23, Sam Escalante, Adulterer. Nigga, I remember all this shit. That's you now.
The most interesting man.
The most interesting man in the world, Sam Escalante. That's you.
The most wicked nigga in the world.
The most adulterous nigga in the world. You. All right? Go ahead. You got this.
Yeah, just kind of going into how a man that commits adultery that lacks understanding. This is Proverbs 17 and 18. A man void of understanding striketh hands and becometh surety in the presence of his friends.
That's right, and that's what he did. He struck hands. That whole situation, everybody around him, he struck their hands. He killed his family, that man's family. He can't go back to that woman.
Right.
Yep. That man's family, you killed them. And that's why you deserve to die. And that's why we all hope that the Most High kills your ass.
Yep.
See with that woman, man. That brother.
And he said it. He wanted to continue on with that woman.
Here they are. They trying to work some shit out. In a rocky situation. Yo, weasel ass come here and talking that shit, man.
Oh, spirit of Satan.
It's wicked, man.
Constantly in another man's business with a woman. You're not in his business to help in any other affair. You're just in another man's business about his woman.
Scripture say you ain't want to be sitting down with another man's wife.
Where did that come into the situation? When you were pontificating on sleeping with that man's woman?
Yeah.
He was using exquisite subtlety.
When you were pontificating the whole situation, how come that scripture never came out? And you know what? I shouldn't even be sitting with the woman.
Wow.
Yeah, you got the accent. I should be sitting with this bitch. Come on, let me move him up out of here. Shit, sorry, man.
Are you finished?
Yeah, that was
Monster you got something?
I'm trying to find a way. Met not another man's affairs is what he did. I cannot get on the scripture.
Yeah, you
it's
know
in
what?
Proverbs
Hold
too.
on.
Sirach 19 talks about that.
I kind of hope that dog, that dog you got, if you still got him, commit some kind of judgment on the Lord puts a spirit on that
You
dog.
ain't got that chip. Got the chip in the dog.
Yeah,
He killed the dog.
He took the dog. He got the chip.
I'm saying that. You know,
Oh Lord.
he killed that whole situation. Everything. And I hope that some slick willy talking nigga comes and snatches up your whole family. And leaves your ass high and dry.
Big white girl.
You know niggas love big white girls anyway.
Man, in Sin City, that shit gonna happen.
Big ass linebacker you got. Oh, ass nigga. I got
to see some more.
Did you find it?
Go ahead,
Did you
I
find
got
it?
something else though.
Go ahead, bro. You go, and then after yours, then if we'll start right.
Ecclesiasticus 19 and 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
That's not wisdom to be able to understand how to manipulate a situation to where you can sleep with somebody else's woman.
Right.
That's not wisdom. That's just a cunning, evil nigga. Keep going.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. There is a wickedness and the same an abomination, and there is a fool wanting in wisdom.
And all that was an abomination. Oh, you didn't want wisdom in that. You just wanted pussy. You wasn't wanting for nothing but pussy in that situation. That whole thing was about filling your belly. And you got it. You filled your belly. You know what? Now just continue on. Why stop there? Go ahead.
Sirach 9 and 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Where was that? How come that scripture didn't come out?
That was so hard to understand.
If you was out there with your mink coat, your fur coat, standing on corners behind a 12 tribe sign, and some nigga walked up and asked about adultery, I guarantee you that scripture would have came out. How can you not come across that in speaking on adultery? And you would have read that, and you would have thought you would have felt comfortable with giving this man an understanding. But you want to come tell us or tell a congregation that, well, I didn't understand. I didn't understand. What's not to understand? And that goes to her too. What's not to understand? You're married to a man. That's it. You can't even be sitting alone with this dude.
Let alone having sex. Yeah.
That's it, right?
Alright. That's what this whole sit down was about, man. Look, hey, everybody out there is real and sincere. That's doing this thing in sincerity and truth. That's just another example, man. All these people that's getting kicked out and all this stuff that's going on in Israel, man. Take heed to it, man. Take it. You gotta take heed to it. The Most High is dealing on such a high level right now. He's putting it in your face to get right. You ain't got time for all that bullshit, man. If you still chasing bitches at this point in the game, the Lord is gonna fucking kill you, man.
That's right.
Period, point blank.
And if it be the Lord's will, we all get to see it. We all get to see it, and we all get to enjoy it. Just the way you got to enjoy what you got to enjoy.
Yeah. It's your consolation, man.
So all that talk, nigga, kill it. It's not wanted. It's not wanted. If somebody's looking at your channel, it's just to see what your dumb ass is saying. Just to get a good laugh. Just like you watch videos of the nigga woman falling off a table and busting her ass. That's your life. You just another nigga on YouTube. And with that, anybody else got something?
Stay away from Sam Escalante, aka Rance. You see YouTube.com/ruling class mentality, stay away from that.
And
Anybody out there in Vegas with him, stay away from him. If you see this video and you know what's going on, leave that.
And it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
You know, keep that in mind, nigga.
And with that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on, Slaggy, I'm coming into the picture.
Get that red cup out of here.
Yeah, I can't. Well, it's empty. All right.
I ain't.
Listen. Whoever sent that dude that message encouraging that dude, you out of order, man.
That's right.
You out of order. All right. The order already went out. Okay. The judgment already went out. That's all I got to say about it.
You know what I'm saying? With that, you know, say all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for making us able to see through stuff like that. Double honors to the elders that rule well. Honor and blessings to all you brothers out there doing this thing in sincerity and in truth. Hey man, let's help each other get out of here. Shalom.
Shalom.